All right, guys, here's another BG perspective. As always, leave a comment down below, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can get notified every time we upload.
Use this hack to save money on your electrical bill. Wealthy Girls Club, Day 8. 30 days of wealthy girl thoughts, habits, and decisions to raise the vibe and make some money moves this month. Check to see if your electrical company has peak hours. If you're on an electricity plan that has peak hours, it basically means that if you use electricity during those times, it's more expensive, but if you use your electricity outside of those peak hours, it is cheaper. Off-peak hours can cost 2/3 less than peak hours. It's like rush hour traffic, but for your electricity. So where I live, the peak hours are 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. So if I'm loading the dishwasher and about to run it at 4 p.m., I will just wait, and before I go to bed, turn on the dishwasher. Same thing with laundry or whatever else. I try to do it outside of those peak hours because, again, it is saving me by still doing the exact same laundry, but just doing it off peak hours. Check and see if your electricity company has peak hours and start doing this hack. That is day 8 of Wealthy Girls Club.
Update. My last light bill was $642. Now, this light got my bill at $148. So last time when I was on here, I didn't tell y'all. I ended up getting 5 and putting them on my stairs too. And then of course the ones in my kitchen. So I haven't been using my kitchen light or my stairs light, which I use all the time because I go up and down the stairs. But now I'm like, shoot, I need to put them in my room, my guest room, everywhere. That's a $500 difference. I knew it would go down, but I didn't know it would go down that drastically. And I also started unplugging my shit. Like if I use my toaster and my air fryer, I would actually unplug them instead of leaving them in all day. So not using my 2 kitchen lights and my stair lights and unplugging my toaster and air fryer, it helped tremendously. I'm about to recharge my lights right now.
Because right now inflation is in the 8-ish%. Some people want to keep it going up. Some people say they want to get it to go down. What do you get to do? You get to live through it. How do you get to live through it? Control your money, make more of it. You all are great entrepreneurs. There's so many opportunities to make money right now, and control your spending. Not like the Susie Orman style of reduce your lifestyle. Not saying that at all. Buy smart. Buy where you don't have price increases. Do you really need to go to the big box stores and buy your cleaning supplies? They can be delivered to your front door every 30 days. You use them, you go through them, you do it again. You can buy supplements that way. You can buy hair products that way. You can buy clothes that way. There's actually not a thing that I'm aware of that you can't buy through direct sales. And the reason they can't do the price hikes and they can't do the inflationary spikes is because they have these huge algorithms. They have downlines. And I'm not talking Ponzi scheme. I'm talking very specific and sophisticated direct sales companies where there's commission levels. They have to reprogram everything. They're not going to do it.
Let me tell y'all a little secret. Hold. You see the price of this garlic salt, and let me do the minced onion. Okay? $3.49 for a, how many? 3 ounce. Okay? And $6.89 for 6.37. If you head over to the international aisle, look what you can get. So much more bang for your buck. That is 11 ounces of garlic salt for $3.19 and 5 ounces of chopped onions for $2.99. This is one of my most favorite things I've learned on TikTok. Thought I'd share with you, but you probably already know that. Bye.
I posted a video the other day of my husband and I having dinner together, and a couple of the comments on there sparked my interest. So let's talk about it. The comments were along the lines of, oh, how are you guys both physicians and drinking such cheap wine? It's no way y'all are physicians drinking $7 bottle of wine. And mind you, the wine, we like it. It might be cheap, but we like it. And that mindset is the reason why there are so many physicians out there who are making money, but they're still broke. And that's because lifestyle inflation. A lot of us believe that, oh, now that I'm making this money, I need to be living a certain lifestyle. I need to be spending a certain amount of money. Oh, I no longer want a $7 bottle of wine when I can afford a $1,000 bottle of wine. No. And that's a big part of the reason why they tell us that when you become an attending, for the first couple of years, still live your life like you were as a resident on a resident budget. Because they know that a lot of people succumb to that lifestyle inflation and go broke very, very quickly. My husband and I understand our earning potential, and that's a big part of the reason why we practice good money management. Even now, actually even before, when we were medical students and weren't making a salary, because we know that managing our money right now while we don't have much helps us to manage our money when we start making more. Because if you think that, oh, I won't balance my money because I'm not making much, I promise you, knowing how to manage that $10 will help you manage that $100,000. And oftentimes, this lifestyle change that we make, it's really to appease other people. I'm not trying to appease you guys. That $7 bottle of wine was good, and we liked it. And we're not gonna buy a $1,000 bottle of wine just to prove to you guys that we're physicians. No.
I've been loving this trend that I'm seeing all over TikTok, people sharing and being very transparent on how they are downsizing during this economic downturn. And I would love to share the 5 ways I'm downsizing as well. Number 1, I gave up my Pilates classes. I know, I'm so sad. I'm no longer going to look like Lori Harvey. I'm going to look like Nikki. But I picked up walking instead. My neighborhood now that I live in is very walkable, so I get to walk to the grocery store. So I do an hour and a half of walking every single day. But I canceled my Pilates classes. My Pilates classes were $300 a month. Number 2, as of today, I have canceled my Soho House membership. That one was the hardest one for me because I did love Soho House. However, it's gotten so busy the last couple years. Every riffraff and every degenerate in LA that has a little bit of money, has a friend who has a friend, can get into Soho House now. I literally don't know when that happened. It seemed like it happened overnight. So I had to cancel. Honestly, I saw someone there and I was like, why are you here? And I had to cancel. I'm sorry. It's just not exclusive anymore. Number 3, I canceled all my subscription. And I mean all except for Netflix. My Hulu, my Amazon Prime, my everything. I don't have a single subscription left except for Netflix. If I can't watch it on Netflix, then I can't watch it. Someone actually taught me how to watch like movies for free online. So I was like, oh, okay, that's all I need. So I canceled. Number 4, I am not allowing myself to do any more DoorDash or Uber Eats no matter how hungry I get. It's just not acceptable. I've learned how to cook somewhat. And I cook every single night. I'm so proud of myself. Like what I know how to cook: rice, plantains, meat. That's about it. You know, I'm not a cook, but I have promised myself for the whole year of 2024, I will never, ever allow myself to use Uber Eats or DoorDash. And I'm going to stick to it. We're in March and I'm doing so good so far. And last but not least, I have been very diligent in making sure I do not hoard anything. Actually, I live a very minimalist lifestyle currently. But anything that comes into my house, if I don't need it, I immediately sell it. I use Poshmark, you can use Mercury, whatever they're called, or you can just go to, what is it called, at Crossroads or Jet Rag, whatever, and sell your old clothes. But as I'm getting packages in, I go, oh, I don't need that, give it to friends, give it to family, sell it, just get it out of my house immediately. I stopped collecting things that I don't need. That's it. I believe in you, and I hope you always believe in yourself. Stay fabulous. Even the most fabulous girl you know, she still got a budget, honey. She still got to cut things out. If I can do it, so can you. Bye.
Here's some money saving tips, because groceries so high, my family's been using for years. Condiment drawer, you can't go wrong with it. I mean, there's nothing better. I mean, you got stuff for any occasion. My kids will straight up eat ramen noodles without even cooking them. I got extra packets for whatever. Chick-fil-A sauces, you can't store them like this. I don't know why the tops want to come off, but they do, so you got to store them like that. Milk. Get you an empty milk jug. Buy whole milk. Fill it both half with water. Pour it in there. 2 milks for the price of 1. We keep crackers. We keep napkins. We keep empty silverware. That's got salt and pepper in them. Ramen noodles. On deck. Had them since February. Rice. Tons of rice. Tons of rice. Canned goods, more rice, lentils. You can't go wrong. You'll survive no matter what they throw at you.
Canned vegetables and fruits, 2 years past their best before date.
2 years?
2 years.
That's just not a week. Like, that is, why don't they just make it like a year later and save on the, wow.
Just wait. Just wait. Honey will last forever. Even after you open it.
Okay, but they still put a best before date on the honey, no?
Yes, they do.
Okay, what else?
Maple syrup, 2 years unopened. Once you open it, you put it in your fridge, but 2 years past best before date. And then you have peanut butter, 2 years, once again. And then my 2 personal faves, dark chocolate. 5 years.
5 years?
Okay, good.
5 years. I love dark chocolate. Good. Good to know.
The other personal fave?
The canned tuna.
Okay.
But 5 years.